Hello there guys, the MC Guy 101 here, and I'm showing you today a neat little trick which I've learnt to defend your underground tunnels, railroad, whatever really. So what you'll need is a proximity detector, whatever you're powering your bat box with, or whatever you're powering the actual detector with. I'm just going to use simple bat box, put that in there, shove that in my inventory. So yeah, that's what you're going to need to power this. You're also going to need your base, a nice flat long wall on your base, and a lot of redstone, and also you'll need some repeaters. So you need to decide the little indents on your railroad. So say if this was the wall here, and this is underground. So mine is a 3 block wide corridor really, with two sets of rails either way. And each safety zone I'm going to put, for this video I'm going to put 8 blocks wide. Yeah. So that means this is going to detect this square basically. So depending on depending on which way this happens, depending on which way the proximity detector detects, as you can see, it won't detect here, so it's detecting this way. So I'm going to put -8, so it'll detect this way still. Alright, so now it should detect this way for 8 blocks. Or maybe even this way for 8 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So they're really hard to predict, the proximity detectors, which is what I don't like about them. You can use a wrench and turn them around though, which is very useful. But just for this example, I'm not going to do that. So as you can see, I just put a piece of redstone coming out. Whenever I'm in this little square, it will detect me all the way up to about here. So basically basically this is the wall where it will detect up to. And I'm going to put another piece of redstone going out. Don't know what that was. It's quite weird. So it detects my little platform. If I put some more coming out here as well, just so I can show you that it does detect it. Okay, so now it detects 9 blocks up, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so that'll be 6 blocks high. I don't mind how far it does, as long as it's not like going all the way up, like into I don't know, space or something. So next you want to do the Z chord, which right now for me is forward and back. So the X chord is going to be 3, the Z chord is going to be 0 to 9. And it detects this way again. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put -3 here, so it detects this way. So it does take a bit of time to work out, but it is all worth it. So I want to have a doorway here. So if I just raise this up a block, I want a doorway to be here. Right, so my trains can come past. So what I could either do is I could either split it off like this, maybe with bomb-proof material. Yeah, I might do that. Bomb-proof material, if I can actually grab it. Like this, and again on the other side. So like that. So that will be that's what's going to split off my train. So this is what the doorway should look like. So it's going to look like this the whole way round. And each side, when something bad is happening, when it's being detected, when a player is being detected, that I don't want it to be, so when this is turned on by a switch, which I'm going to put in next, it will detect it and it will close the doors. So this is a very complicated system. So this is what you want to have so far. Your railroad or pathway split off with 2 doors or 1 door, and your proximity detector detecting in this area. So that's what I've done so far. I'll probably just let you rewind now if you want to. Okay, so next, more redstone. Now this is where it becomes tricky, because say if my base is going to be over here, it's going to be 5 blocks wide. Well, it's actually going to be 3 blocks. No, 5 blocks. And I'm going to have 1 redstone torch here, and a lever next to it. And this lever is the crucial part of the whole operation. Okay, so next you'll want to make any type of switch. I'm just going to use a normal copper switch and put that on each proximity detector that you make. So as you can see, now it's on and it's getting power, as you can see. Now it's off. And put this redstone coming up from the lever, and it should be able to reach. Yeah. If you need to, you can use repeaters, obviously. Just depends on your preference. Right. The next part is this. Now, this is the kind of indication light, and it'll tell you whether someone is in your base or not. Well, in that area. I might also put a repeater down, just in case it just doesn't reach. I shall place it there. So, as you can see, no one's in it, so the light is going to be on. If you want, you can invert the signal, which is what I'm going to do. So when no one's in it, the light will be off, which is what I find a lot easier to understand. So, what we've done is we've got the security, we can turn it on and off, and this light shows us whether someone is in here. Also, another thing, with the atomic craft, atomic science, you can get a siren, which you can put here, or you can put here. Easy to make. A siren, just a few note blocks around a bronze plate. You'll only probably need 1. So yeah, now this is going to be armed. I'm going to turn this off because it makes a really loud racket. So what we've done now is we've created the security system, and yeah, as you can see, it'll go to the torch, switch this off, so that's what that wire does. The arming system will turn this on and off, and yeah, that's just a siren. I can block that off if I want. Okay, so I'm gonna make this is the scenario. So yeah, someone's in our base. The alarm goes off. With the technology that we've used so far, all that will happen is the alarm will go off and notify us that there is someone in here. But one of the things I like to do is I would want to trap them in there and slow them down as much as possible. So if I do ever see some slimes, what I can do, and I'll need a lot of slimes, well, they do multiply, but yeah, I can make this happen. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put some doors down. You want them to be however high you want. It's your, yeah, it is your decision. And yeah, I'll just do one side. I'll just block off the other side. Okay, so I'm going to put that in there for now, that's in there for now, that's in there, and that's in there. For now we are going on redstone. So next, for this bit, you'll want pistons, any old material. Another popular way, which I use a lot, is to make this completely dark so that mobs spawn in there and attack them. So that's what I tend to do. Okay. Or you can put a dispenser with mob eggs. No, you do have to be on creative for that. So next what you want to do, redstone, space, piece of redstone, space, redstone. So I'll activate both the doors. So as you can see from this side, it's completely blocked off. So bring this out again from both sides. Staircase into it. You will need some repeaters for this part. I'm just putting that there for the sake of it now. So yeah, you want to make sure that the stream does go directly into this redstone, so it turns this off, which will turn that off. So yeah, that's what we've done now. We've done the doors. Simple, quite simple. Yeah, depending on how high you want. You can still do this with a redstone torch and a block, because it thinks that that's a piece of redstone basically. Okay, or what you can do is you can tower it up like that. Remove all this. This is probably the better option, because it'll stop you having to invert the current. So like this. I'm just going to put a repeater there and there. So yeah, basically those doors are open. This way will stop you having to invert it, though it does use more redstone torches. So that's what we've done so far. I'm going to turn my sound down because this next part is a bit noisy. So this is the last part. So we've got our siren there. This is going to detect anything. All. So, we've come back into our base. I can arm it while we're in our base. So as you can see, that is on. And when I go in there myself, basically, when you activate the alarm, you'll be like in here wondering what's going on. If I just block it off so that look. Just gonna disarm that. Disarm. So that now, if I put anything in it really, mob, pig, spider, whatever. I can even put in a cave spider. I might do that. Cave spider, or a witch. Right, so when I arm that now, that is armed. It's got sufficient electricity. It's not detecting the witch. Let's put anything in there. Another good thing about the system is that, as you can see, if they raided my base, I can't disarm it, which is useful. So yeah, it's just a constant current. I don't know why it does that. It's just really useful. So yeah, and as you can see that now the light is on, cause there are zombies in there. Let them die now. I might just throw a grenade. Yeah, let's throw a grenade. I want to make sure I can see that, just in case it does go off. Okay. Chemical. See, it just went off. It seems as if it doesn't detect witches, which isn't really a problem. Does a shrapnel grenade make a hole? No. So this is how we're going to end the video. Yay! So yeah, that's the ultimate home defense unit thing. I'll probably make an easier version for people. But yeah, general kind of thing. If I just arm it now. Oh no, I'm in the base. there you go. You just got to keep adjusting it until it goes in the perfect area. I think it doesn't detect it when it's there. So lights on. Lights on. Lights on. Lights off. And doors are open. So yeah, that's it, the home defense unit. Yeah, there is going to be a very easier, an easier version soon. Just got to get all this right. So it doesn't seem to do minus numbers. So if I put the minimum as 3, maximum is 0, does that do anything? Yeah. So if you just invert the numbers, that makes it, just invert the numbers if you want to change the direction. So obviously minimum means this way, maximum means that way, or vice versa. So yeah, that's the ultimate home defense unit. Well, I don't think it's original, I think people have made versions of it before. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching, and hopefully if you manage to get this, I'll see you all later. Bye!